What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Fishers and Men podcast, man. I'm so glad that you are joining us here on today's episode, man. I'm so excited for this one. We just finished up our Roman series a couple weeks ago, man. I'm just so excited for that. We had 16 chapters, 16 guests, man. I'm just so happy for that. And I'm just so excited what God has been moving through this podcast. And I'm so glad that y'all have been tuning into this podcast and tuning into those episodes, man. I'm just so thankful for y'all's support. I do have a friend of mine joining me today on this episode, episode 17, after 16, Asa Williams. Yeah. Asa, will you say hi to our listeners?
Hello, everybody. I'm glad to be here on the episode right before 18.
Yes.
17, such a good number.
Such a great number. Yeah.
Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah. Thanks for being here, man. How you been? How are you doing? We're
doing well. Finals week, post Thanksgiving. Just on the grind. We got to be here.
Yeah, that's good. That's good, man. I wish I could say the same thing, but
yeah.
Post Thanksgiving coming into finals, man, it's always like prime procrastination, prime just
what do you mean I have 2 more weeks
after
this?
Exactly. Yeah. You were saying you have 4 finals, right?
I have 4.
Golly,
I don't know who
insane.
they think I am.
Right, exactly. Just your first semester at Tech, just boom, 4 finals, bro.
It's not for me.
It's not for you.
No.
Oh man, they really hate us over here at Tech.
I know.
They really do. But
what do you mean? These classes that I'm paying for, I actually have to take finals for them?
Right, exactly. You actually have to study for them, and you have to actually do work. What? That's so lame. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so I'm excited for finals to be done. That'll be.
Yeah, that's the good thing is once they're over, you have 3 weeks, 4 weeks of break.
Yeah, we have a month, I think, because we don't go back till January 12th.
Forget how to study.
Yeah, forget everything that you've learned the entire semester and go home and just
start over ignorant.
Exactly. Well, yeah, and then you go next semester, first couple weeks it'll be all review. So I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. Just like high school.
Exactly, just like high school. Yeah, but a little bit more chill. So. Oh, man. But anyways, I do have an icebreaker for you for Asa here. And since it is post Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving was last week. I feel like this is still pretty appropriate for today's episode. So my icebreaker for Asa is, what is, in your opinion, the best Thanksgiving dessert?
The best Thanksgiving dessert. I will say that my family was lacking at the dessert table.
Really?
I don't know if they didn't get the memo this year.
Yeah.
But my favorite has to be pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie, dude. Come on now.
Not found.
Come on. It was not found. It was not there. Wow. That's
almost left. What do we...
That's like a Thanksgiving staple, bro. If you don't have pumpkin, or any pie for that matter, at Thanksgiving dinner, man, what? That's not even...
I think my aunt made some cookies, but that was it.
Some cookies?
No pumpkin pie.
What the heck?
So what are we even doing?
That's what I'm saying.
Is it even Thanksgiving?
That's what I'm saying. That was just like a regular family dinner, bro. It wasn't even Thanksgiving. It was just like every Thursday night dinner or something.
Spending time fellowshipping together.
Right.
No pumpkin pie?
Yeah.
Is that even biblical? I don't know.
It's blasphemous, bro. It's blasphemous, exactly. Man. There's no thankfulness to be found, bro. It's just
yeah, I'm thankful for all you guys, but I'd be more thankful if I had pumpkin pie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, dude, any pie, bro. Pumpkin pie, obviously, like you said, pecan pie, apple pie, blueberry pie, man. There's got to be some sort of pie.
What about sweet potato pie?
Sweet potato pie. I'm not a big fan of sweet potato.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Like sweet potato casserole, sweet potato pie.
Do you even like pie?
I love pie. It's just sweet potato, it's not for me.
I remember when I was younger, I'd see adults order sweet potatoes out at restaurants. I was like, that's some healthy adult food. But then you actually eat it. It's like, this is dessert.
Right.
Yeah. It's good. They gate kept it for years of my life. I thought it was an adult food.
I don't know. I just I don't know. I just don't like sweet potato. It's just like if I'm eating a pie and it looks like pumpkin and I bite into it and it's sweet potato, I'm gonna spit it out, bro. I'm gonna throw it away and I'm gonna
expectations.
That's exactly.
That's fair.
I'm trying to think what other dessert. So my Thanksgiving, I had 2 Thanksgivings. I had one at my mama's house Thursday night, and then one at my meemaw's house on my daddy's side Friday for lunch.
That's the way to do it.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you do it. I don't think we had dessert at my mom's house. We just had turkey, just food stuff. No, I take that back. We had a cake because me and my sister's birthday was last week, so we had chocolate cake. That was really good.
Yeah.
And then at my Meemaw's house, my aunt's, she made like this chocolate layer cake kind of thing, and she made it in this Tupperware container. It was pretty good. It was like obviously it had like chocolate icing. She put like honey in it. And she put a whole bunch of stuff in it. It was actually really good. It was really good.
The worst attribute of my character is that I actively hate chocolate.
You hate chocolate?
I hate the smell, and I hate the taste. Like, I'd spit it out if it was in my mouth. I don't know what's wrong with me.
What?
Yeah. Everybody always thinks like I hit them or something whenever I say that. But yeah.
You just hit me in the face. You just slapped me in the face with that, bro. If I had an op list, Asa, you're going up. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I know I'm incorrect.
How do you not like chocolate? Are you like allergic, or you just don't like it?
I just don't like it.
You just don't like it.
It's not even that I don't like it. I actively dislike it.
You actively dislike it. What the heck? So if like chocolate was in front of you, you just couldn't like
smack it right off the table. Can't do it. Yeah.
What the heck? Well, who have I just invited on my podcast, bro? What the heck? This is some random stranger that I picked up in the library.
Just wandered in.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
but yeah, pies, man. Holy crap, man. You can't go wrong with that. Pumpkin pie.
That's the way.
Dude, pumpkin cupcakes, bro. I grew up on pumpkin cupcakes, and that junk is gas, bro.
That's the best thing at NAV Dining Hall.
That's what I'm saying.
This time of year.
Pumpkin cupcakes, man. I remember my Meemaw, she would buy like pumpkin cupcakes every Thanksgiving, bro, for dinner, and I was probably the first one at the cupcakes, bro, just grabbing like 2 or 3, man. Them junks were gas, bro.
Yeah.
It was so good.
My all-time favorite dessert is cheesecake, though.
Oh my gosh.
It's not even applicable to Thanksgiving.
Get me started.
But if we're talking about dessert, cheesecake is the best thing there is.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like cheesecake from Costco.
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh, bro. Don't get me salivating and fantasizing about things. It's so good, bro.
Costco
Holy crap.
Cheesecake. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, dude, you have to or Sam's Club or Costco. You have to get the cheesecake, bro. It's so good.
Is it just like what makes it better?
I don't know. I think like might be like the amount of cream cheese they might put in their cheesecake, but it's like savory almost. Like it's sweet and savory, if that makes sense. And it's like really good. And like the crust is not too big or too thick, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's also not like crumbly, but it's actually like moist.
Gotcha.
So
that sounds amazing.
It is very good.
I need to go find out.
Dude,
I need to go learn.
That's what I'm telling you, bro. You need to.
I need to go learn.
You need to go learn and go educate yourself on some
go find out.
Costco. Dude, the other day, me and Heath, we went to. Heath is a friend of mine, but we went to Costco and they had these like $5 pumpkin pies, bro, and it was like
$5.
this big, bro. It was huge.
Wow.
I was like, I have to get this, bro. Pumpkin pie at $5 for 4 pounds of pumpkin.
Is a good way of putting it.
That's what I'm saying.
Necessary.
It's necessary. It was necessary, exactly. Yeah. So I grabbed that junk as soon as I saw it. I was like, I have to have this. So, so for our listeners, if y'all haven't picked it up, we love pumpkin here. That's dessert, pumpkin dessert, man. That's just a staple for Thanksgiving.
That's the Pilgrim's favorite too.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, like pumpkin pie. Like
I remember hearing that. In history class somewhere.
Yeah, like 5th grade when we were like learning about the Mayflower and the Plymouth. Yeah, we went to school. Yeah.
Exactly.
Pumpkin pie was in there somewhere.
It was there. Maybe I was just thinking about it, but it was there.
It was there. They brought up Thanksgiving and it was just like pumpkin,
Pilgrims,
pumpkin.
Coincidence? No.
Coincidence? I think not.
I think not. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, man! I love Thanksgiving, bro. It's just some good food, good company, man. It's just you can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with that. But yeah, so but for our listeners, me and Asa, I guess the context of how we know each other. You're a freshman this year, right? And we coming to the BCM, and I guess that's kind of how we met. I remember it was you, Sawyer, Luke, and there was a. John Fincher. Yeah. The gang.
Yeah.
The gang, the fellas.
Yeah.
All pulling up to all of our events.
Was that bowling night? I think we sat down. I remember asking you your major like 4 times because I don't remember anything about people.
Yeah, no, that's real. Sometimes, I'm terrible with names. Like, I have to ask everybody's names at least like 4 times before it finally sticks.
And make sure they're gonna keep coming around. And then
right.
It's like, actually, I do need to learn this.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. But when you do learn names, that's how you know. Like. Yeah, they've been coming around a while, right. So that's usually how it goes. Yeah. So
welcome week, I remember that. It was good times.
Good times, man.
Yeah.
Good times. No school, no assignments,
No,
nothing.
I prefer
just
that to finals week. I'll tell you that.
honestly, yeah. If we could just roll back the semester, man. We go back to week of welcome, man.
Exactly.
It's just
Man,
chill time.
that's the dream.
It's the dream right there. Yeah.
College would be great. There was like no classes, no studying.
Really, honestly,
Just
that's what
hanging
I'm
out.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Like
It'd be good.
beginning fall semester, like, man, it's just like that first 2 weeks, bro. It's just like
Because then there
livid.
was it called Rats Week,
Rats Week, yeah.
which I don't even know what it stands for. I guess I am a rat. Is it? I don't know.
It is acronym.
Recently acquired tech student. Is that right?
Yeah, something like that.
So-
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that sounds right. But yeah, Rats Week.
Will I still be a rat next semester? They haven't told me.
I mean, I guess you wouldn't be a recently acquired tech. You just be a tech student at that point.
It makes
So
me sad. Just a tech student.
yeah,
Uh,
just a tech,
just
just
a
a
tech
lonely, humble tech student. Just getting through life, getting through
Exactly.
college.
Get through it. Like just taking classes. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, dude, I remember like my freshman year. So I was at Kennesaw my freshman year, and then transferred my second year.
I
But
didn't
like
know.
I just remember like having so much free time, bro, at KSU. Like,
Yeah.
of course, I was only taking like 12, 13 credit hours a semester, but like even then, I was just like
How many are you taking now?
like 12.
Okay.
12 right now.
I got
Yeah,
you.
I spaced out my classes very,
Yeah, that's good.
so which was nice. It helps even the course load.
Right.
But yeah, when I was at Kennesaw, I was doing about the same. And I remember having like so much free time, bro. I was like, holy crap. Like we had a disc golf course on campus at the Marietta campus at Kennesaw.
Yeah.
Every day I was playing disc golf with my buddies, on my hall at, Howell Hall and some, like my RA and his buddies. And we'd just go play disc golf like all the time, or we'd just go to cookout at, 10 o'clock at night like we usually do and just hang out. But just
even the whole first month here was kind of like that before midterm started.
Right.
That's good.
And then after the first round of midterms, it's like, holy crap, you have to log in.
They just never stop.
It's never stopped. The grind never stops.
Yeah, and now we're here.
Now you're here.
Finals
Yeah.
week.
Yeah. I think Charlie put it the best as far as like taking classes just outside of tech in general, but like finals week at Kennesaw feels like every week here at tech. It's just like
Wow.
always stressful,
Yeah.
always having to lock
It
in,
is.
always having to study. So it can be rough, but we get through it. So
Maybe.
maybe.
Still a lot of week left.
Still a lot of week left.
Still a lot of week
Exactly.
left.
Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see.
Do you have trouble relaxing when you're not at tech?
Sometimes, like, I mean, obviously, like, there could just be like weeks where it's like you have projects due and you have homework due, and it's just like every day you have something due, and it's like, it's kind of like a mental,
Right.
load.
I thought I might have trouble, and then like Thanksgiving break rolled around. Not at all. Not at all that I have trouble.
Really?
Yeah, I let go completely.
Really,
Didn't open my laptop till I think I opened it Saturday.
dude. For me, like, if I'm especially like a couple months, like, just in the semester and then going home. Like, for me, it's not like a smooth transition. Like, if I go home, like, you kind of get from the season of, like, complete busyness, then you go home and you have nothing to do. It's like, it's almost like I'm itching to do something. Like, I have to do something.
true.
And it's just like a...
You always do have something to do here. Like that's
Right, exactly. Yeah. And
full
then...
days.
Right, yeah, full days. But it's kind of like a gradual thing. So, like, first day you're home, it's like, oh, I have to do something. And then, like, maybe a week later, it's like, okay, I'm settling in. I'm getting used to
I think
this.
I got back Tuesday and I just like drove around for 2 hours.
Really?
Yeah, used a lot of gas money, but I miss driving
Yeah.
because I don't have a car here. So I
Right.
Just drove around.
Just drove around. Just have a drive.
Yeah,
Dude, that's sometimes you need that, bro. Just have a drive.
exactly.
For me, like at home, like just driving through Gray.
Yeah, in all of 2 seconds. Cause
Oh, 2 seconds,
all
right?
2
Because it's really small.
Yeah, the 2 seconds that
The-
you're there, but
the-
it's real nice.
Right, exactly. Well, driving, like, I kind of live, if you go home back at Gray, Gray's kind of obviously like a small town in the middle of Georgia, but I kind of live in between Gray and Monticello, and like in between there, it's just nothing but woods, nothing but
Wow.
farmland and woods, obviously. So like driving from Gray to home, it's just,
Yeah.
for me, it's like healing just because
Yeah,
obviously, like living in Atlanta, it's so different.
Yeah, it's very busy.
Very busy, very busy.
I live in Elberton, Georgia, which I always tell people it's kind of like Vegas.
Mm.
So it's like you have nothing around, farms, and
Yeah.
then you get to the Elberton Strip,
Right.
and we have like 2 restaurants and a Dollar General
Yeah.
and a Walmart. It's Vegas.
Dang.
And then you get on the other side of it, and there's nothing.
It's nothing, bro. It's just like splits city and then country. You know,
Exactly.
it just like, and it like sneaks up on you
The
too.
big city of Elberton, Georgia, the granite capital of the world.
The granite capital. What?
It's what our billboard says. It's what it says.
Do you know what that means?
No.
Like, no?
I mean, we got granite sheds, but
I was about to say, do y'all like export granite or something like that? Is that like y'all's biggest?
yeah, it is. I
Is
don't know
it?
that it's the biggest in the world. I feel like that seems dubious to me.
Dubious.
That Elberton would be
Elberton,
the
Georgia.
granite capital of the world. But maybe. That's
Maybe.
what our sign says.
Yeah.
Who am I to disagree with the billboard?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
You just live there, bro.
Just live there.
You're just
Yeah.
from there. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's funny. Where is Elberton, by the way?
It's like it's 40 minutes north of Athens, Georgia.
Okay, so you up
Like
there,
right
up
on the
north.
border. You can drive 30 minutes and be in Anderson, South Carolina.
Oh wow.
It's like right on the border.
Okay, yeah,
Very
you're
northeast.
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there a lot of South Carolina fans back where you're from?
South Carolina Gamecocks, yeah.
Gamecocks. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
I for somebody who lives like 30 minutes away from South Carolina,
yeah.
I hate on South Carolina. A lot.
I bet.
Talk about driving. You get to South Carolina and you're bumping. Like they don't.
Oh my gosh, the roads in
The
South
roads are
Carolina
so
are
bad.
terrible.
I have
Holy
no idea
crap!
what they use their road taxes. Somebody's embezzling money.
I
up
guess.
there.
I guess so.
bad.
They just hate infrastructure in South Carolina. I
Right.
guess.
I don't.
I don't. Yeah. I remember driving through there because I kind of went up. I went on a trip to West Virginia a couple years ago,
Oh, yeah.
and
WV.
yeah, WV, and I remember like I remember the transition like that, bro. It was like smooth sailing, you know, getting through Georgia. You know, we went up I-20 and then went through Augusta, and as soon as we left Augusta, man, it was
As soon
just
as you hit the border.
I mean,
As
it
soon
was
as you hit the
terrible.
border, it's
As soon as you hit the
ridiculous.
border, bro, it was like that, bro.
Yeah.
Just potholes everywhere, man. It's just holy crap.
And
bro.
obviously, I judge the whole state based off of their roads.
Right,
Like,
right.
can't-
It's
the people. They can't be that good. 'cause, like, you know their roads. Like,
Right.
The food can't be that good because like their roads. are
because of
bad.
the roads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything follows from that.
Right, exactly. Yeah, just like nothing is good. Nothing good from South Carolina
No.
is just
Gotta
because of
fix
the
the
roads.
roads. Gotta
Right,
fix the
gotta fix the
roads.
roads. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's so funny. That's so funny. Yeah, sweet. Asa, I did kind of have you on the podcast. This episode's a little bit different from how we've been doing. Obviously, like we do like a Bible study with my guests, but today I kind of want to do like a testimony
Yeah.
episode because like obviously like I feel like I haven't heard your testimony yet, obviously, but like I'd love to get to know you more in that and like your story of, you know, obviously how you grew up in Alberta. Is that how you pronounce it? Elberton, Georgia. You know how you grew up there and kind of how your life was pre-Christ and you know how is the Lord working on you now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd love for you to invite me into your testimony, bro. Like what does that look like? What's your story, bro?
Well, I'll say first, like I'm very thankful since I've been at the BCM. Like before coming to college, before the BCM,
Yeah.
I could count on one hand like the times that anybody ever asked like about my testimony.
Yeah.
And I think this will be the 4th time.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
since I've been
Awesome,
here.
dude.
That
Come on
like,
now.
I've been asked to share my testimony, and just
Yeah.
like it's the Christian community, you know.
Right.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I live in Elberton, Georgia now. I was originally born in Athens. Go
Okay.
Dogs. You know.
Go dogs. Come on now. Come on. We got another Dogs fan up here. Come on. I'm excited.
That's
Dude.
right.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Good football team, I heard.
Good foot. Yeah.
Better in here.
A little bit better. You know.
I grew up in Athens, Georgia. My dad is actually a pastor.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, in a Pentecostal church, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So you grew up in Pentecostal then?
Mhm.
Okay. Gotcha.
My whole life. He started out in Athens. He was not, when I was born, he wasn't the lead pastor. I think he was the associate.
Okay.
And then he sort of like transitioned to the lead pastor after the guy. I don't remember what happened. I guess he left. And then we were there and we felt that the Lord was calling us to another church down in Middle Georgia, Cochran, Georgia, which nobody has ever heard of.
Right.
I lived on a road called Chicken Road. in Cochran,
Really?
Georgia. Yep, Chicken Ray.
Cochran, Georgia.
Cochran,
That's
Georgia.
hilarious.
Yep.
Holy crap.
So small. I did not. I don't like Middle Georgia. I'll say that. It's hot. There's gnats. Yeah.
Yeah. That's fair.
And we were there so I was in Athens. We were there for the first, 6 years of my life. And then we moved to Middle Georgia. And we were there all the way up until COVID, which I was in 7th grade when that happened. So we moved during that transition.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually pretty interesting because we decided we were going to move to Elberton, Georgia, to the church up here, Elberton Pentecostal Holiness. And right at that time, COVID hit. So my dad was already down there because he had accepted the job.
Yeah.
But my mom, she's a teacher, so we were still going to school during that time, and we were gonna have to live 6 months apart, and then we had to leave. We were living in a church parsonage. So then when my dad left, we were going to have to leave. So we were actually living with one of my mom's friends.
Really?
That was kind of a difficult time. You hear about pastors' children. There's a stereotype, I guess, that gets around.
PK kids, yeah.
PKs, the troublemakers.
The troublemakers.
Yeah.
Right.
And I've always wondered, why is that? And I think it's because you can sometimes see how, the bad sides of the church.
Right. Yeah. You kind of see a different side of the church and your family. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So that was a really hard situation because we kind of got kicked out of that parsonage and we were living, but the Lord was faithful. And then COVID was actually sort of a blessing for us because we got to move to Elberton. Yeah. Because school got canceled.
Yeah.
I don't even know where I got off on this, but yeah, that was how we moved to Elberton. And then I've been in Elberton since 8th grade.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. So COVID was 8th grade for you?
COVID was 8th grade.
Holy.
Yeah. You're old, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, thanks for making me feel old. Holy crap. I think I was 10th grade. I was in high school.
Wow.
So,
yeah. Not
not that much older, bro. That's only a couple years, but still, that's insane, bro.
Yeah.
That's insane.
But I was saved when I was pretty young. I was probably 7 years old.
Yeah.
It was at my what do you call your grandmother's sibling?
Your great aunt, great uncle?
Yeah, it was my great aunt's funeral.
Okay.
And it was a pretty sad time.
Yeah.
And it was actually my grandmother because she was just smiling, going around talking to people.
That's good.
Just true joy of the Lord on her.
Absolutely.
And I wanted that. I remember talking to her. I sat down on a bucket and I was like, how can you be where is your happiness coming from? That's your sibling. That's got to be very hard.
Yeah.
And she shared the gospel with me right then. And
that's
where her
awesome,
joy comes
bro.
from.
Holy crap.
And I got saved right then.
Did you?
At
Oh
the
my
funeral.
gosh. That's awesome, man. Holy crap.
Yeah, which it was so you could hold those two things at a funeral and then seeing how that directly affected my salvation and just God's plan.
Yeah.
How that works. It was very cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was probably when I was 7. And then after that, like I said, I grew up in the church all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was saved. But then afterwards, my dad's a very faithful man.
Yeah.
And my family, all of them, I'm very blessed, are good Christians. So for a long time, if you would have asked me, Asa, why are you a Christian? I would say, because my family is.
Right.
But it wasn't really my own, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah.
I always enjoyed being in church. I enjoyed church people. I enjoyed Sunday school. I enjoyed church talk. But there was always a distance, I guess, an unwillingness to sort of let myself. I liked church culture, but I didn't. God was not the main part of my life.
Right. Yeah.
So I kind of wondered there for a while. My faith wasn't my own, but I would still go to church. I even had, and this I'm talking about years. So I was saved when I was 7, and this period of my life lasted all the way up until sophomore year of high school. and I even had like some semblance like of a quiet time. Like, I'd read my Bible.
Yeah.
But there was no willingness to, like, my impetus behind reading the Bible and prayer was so that I could appear more Christ-like, and not so that I could, in my heart become more like Christ through sanctification.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I'd read my Bible, but there was no willingness to like let the Bible read me, if that makes sense.
Okay. Wait,
Yeah.
hold on. You might just cook there.
Doesn't sound like me. Scripture, it's breathed by God. It's profitable for teaching, for reproof, for correction.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if you close your heart off to reproof, to correction, like, you're not going to get changed.
Yeah.
Like, I was just reading it so that I call it Sunday school knowledge.
Yeah.
Like, so that, in Sunday school I can answer the questions, and
Right.
like I can have these talks, because I always loved going to church.
Yeah.
And I liked being in gospel conversations centered around the Bible,
Yeah.
but I wasn't living it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I wish I could tell you like an exact moment where that changed. But I think it's just I don't know. I don't really think people change like in moments. I think maybe change starts in moments, but change is a process that you go through.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
It's a long process.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to, truly live out my beliefs. Like, I would, just like a closed heartedness, like, wanted to come off more Christ-like than I was.
Yeah.
But then I think you just realize, like, you get to a point where, like, how prideful is it to, open Scripture up and read it and then close it and say, you know what, actually my way is better.
Yeah.
And, like,
absolutely.
I'm going to live the way that I want to. So I was just stuck in that for a long time. Until, I guess, sort of through a process that started sophomore year of high school.
Yeah.
I'm going to get real here.
Hey, no, it's okay.
Yeah.
This is,
Yeah.
feel free to, share whatever you want to, man. This is open space for you, bro.
Sophomore year of high school, during Christmas break, my cousin, shot himself.
Dang, really?
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
and he
bro.
was older. He was my grandmother had my dad when she was 40 years old.
Gosh.
So which is just incredible.
Yeah.
So all of his siblings are 20 years older. So that means like my cousins were all pretty old. He was an adult, and like when he was young, he was like very active. I told you, like, my family loves to go on backpacking trips.
Yeah.
And he was a big part of that. He loved to go camping and hiking and being very active, bike rides and stuff like that. And then he had some health issues that sort of like took that away from him. So I guess that's why. But whenever we would go to like Thanksgiving or Christmas, like, he was always the one that, like, you have your family get-togethers, and then you have like, you sort of not break off into pockets, but like, you hang out with who you hang out with.
Right. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it
You're kind of there's kind of like you're gonna be attracted to
like, I'm
people
excited
that
to see these people.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was always the guy that I would go and I talk to about backpacking. I was very into that, still am.
Yeah.
And he was a big part of that. And then when he died, like nobody knew. It was just such a shock, like, to the family.
Yeah.
Because he seemed to be a good Christian guy, joy of the Lord, but then, like, you just never know, I guess, what somebody's going through.
Absolutely.
And I was just, during that time, like, it really affected me hard, and I was like, just very convicted about like the way that I treat people. Because like, I always was not one to have like very deep conversations. Like Galatians 6:2, bear each other's burdens. I was not me. That's not me. That's not for me.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, like, what if I could have been there for him during that time?
Yeah.
And then just thinking about in my own life, and like really realizing, like, God forbid if I was going through something like that, I really don't have anybody to like get me through that, because I was just, there was like a hard-heartedness. I've said that before, just like in every aspect of my life, like not willing to like let anybody in or like to be there for anybody.
Right.
which is just not the correct way to be. So just going through that, and then that was when that changed me in that how I approached church and how I approached the Bible.
Yeah.
It sort of, I guess you could say, softened my heart. In that when I opened it up, like I was open to those corrections and to those reproofs.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a long process, dying to your old self.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, that was. Yeah, and I'm not still not the best at it.
No, sure, yeah.
It's sanctification. It's a process, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
But I'm glad to say that I've definitely been changed, and something like that, like you just live. It affects the way you live. It has to.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, I could say I've been living more. I always knew God existed, but it just took me a long time to sort of act like it.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
And I was just a pride. That was a big thing that I struggled with. Like I said, I grew up in a Pentecostal church, which has some things that are very interesting to grow up around.
Mm-hmm. I bet, yeah.
For those who know.
Very lively worship.
Very lively worship.
Very lively.
Yeah, and my dad still preaches at a Pentecostal church. When I go home, that's what I go to.
Yeah.
And he would even say, and I would say, like, there is some disingenuousness in that. Not all the times, I think, but I think sometimes it could be performative. And sometimes, that can lead you to, like, feeling less spiritual than, like, the people next to you.
Yeah.
Which is kind of awful. But then just, sort of in that process, that was something I had to work through. And I think that's, like, the place of, like, apologetics.
Right.
Is, like, just to, like, remove obstacles, like, from people's path.
Yeah.
So that was a thing that I had to sort of rationalize when coming back to the church. But like, through all of this, like, I'm very thankful. One of the things, talking about Thanksgiving, just in that spirit.
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely.
I think I'm probably the thankful the most is, like, growing up in church and growing up around a Christian family. I've always had such good, like, mentors.
Yeah.
And, like, people to listen to and be guided by and to come along beside me in my walk.
Yeah.
And I think it's such a part of, like, so many people's testimonies. Like, you can point to these specific people, like, that prayed for you when you were going through a tough time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, that prayed, like, yeah, I was out doing this, and this, but, my grandmother back at the house praying for me.
Come on now. Come on. That's what I'm talking about.
And, I think that's, so many people don't have that now.
Yeah.
And, we need to be that for these people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Praying for the lost and, praying that, because it's God's will that everyone should be saved and that none should perish. So as such, it should be our will.
Yeah.
And I think there's power in that, man.
Absolutely.
Like, I was so thankful. My mom, my dad, and I had, these questions, and they were faithful to answer. My youth pastor back home, like, this, I don't know, I'm so thankful. It's something I found here at the BCM too, just like the value of the Christian community. Like, it's such a encouragement, like, and that's, like, just people asking for your testimony, hearing other people's testimonies. It's just so encouraging.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, dude, I'm encouraged by your story, man. Holy crap. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah.
I feel like, it's such a stereotypical thing, especially, like, for PKs or for kids that grew up in church. It's like, oh, I feel like I have a boring testimony. I feel like there's no worth in me sharing. Yeah. And for me, in my head, I'm not a PK. I didn't grow up in church, but, like, even then, like, boring, the words boring and testimony do not go.
They contradict.
They very oxymoron word. And it's like, in the context of what we view as boring, even, like, in the, God can still work in the hearts of kids that do grow up in church and do have that teaching, biblical teaching. Yeah. Like, even like you shared in your testimony, like, there was still that season of, like, you have the Sunday school knowledge, right? You have the answers, you have the knowledge, the head knowledge, but, like, there was no change in the heart, and there was no you didn't make room for digestion of the word and let it change your life. And I think for most people, there is that moment of like that moment that hits them. It's like, holy crap! Like I've been living in sin. Like I have the knowledge, but I haven't been living it out. Right. And I don't think
nobody's saved through knowledge.
Nobody's saved through knowledge, right? Yeah, but it's through the relationship, that loving relationship with Christ. And I don't think there's anything boring about that at all. Like that's still holy crap. Like we get to celebrate that you are now a part of God's family, that you have now inherited the kingdom.
When you're saved, your old self has died.
Exactly.
You're raised in a new life. Like how can that be boring?
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
You died. Like,
right.
How can that be,
right. That's
how can that be boring?
That's like
the most important thing that you've gone through. Can't be boring.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I'm always wondering, like whenever we have this conversation, because you hear that so many times. Like I'm not unique in that.
Mm-hmm.
People have grown up in the church, and they sort of, like you said, come to this realization that I've been living in sin.
Mm-hmm.
Like how can we, as members of the church body, like sort of stop that from happening?
Right.
And I don't know. I think a lot of times you're raised to believe in God, but maybe not why you need to believe in God.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Is like took me a long time to realize like I needed a savior.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you get comfortable in your chains. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Holy crap.
Yeah, you like them.
Asa with the one-liners today. Holy crap, get comfortable in your chains. Holy crap.
You carry them with you everywhere you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you just get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
Man gets used to everything, and that's
absolutely
that's a folly in us.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's a pride thing. Realizing that you need a savior and realizing that there is a better way.
Absolutely.
I think I don't know how you really point that out to people. It's something that I have been thinking about. What do you think?
I think that's a good point that you brought up, as far as being intentional with with biblical teaching. In that you kind of want to be intentional with that time of like telling people about Christ. But I still think there's still that aspect, that element that we can't control. If people do come to Christ, like that change has to come from God and not from us. We're just vessels for planting seeds. For others, even if it's the next generation. Now, granted, that doesn't give us reason to neglect biblical teaching and telling people about Christ and training the next generation.
Right.
About teaching them about the works of Christ, but there's still the aspect of like God has to be the one that changes. That's the one that has to change the heart. It's not us.
Right.
Now that definitely does give us reason to like all the more to like still be intentional with the next generation and with our children and our non-existent children, but the next generation, pouring into younger believers. And still, God can still use you to work in their lives. Now, are you? There's obviously there's going to be times where you're planting seeds, and those seeds, don't spur up anything in that moment, right? But God can still use them and water those seeds throughout their lives, and maybe later on down the road they come to salvation. Going back to
what I was talking about, mentors, like it's such a fruitful,
a
fruitful thing.
Yeah,
like because, for years before, I started, living my walk.
Yeah.
Or I guess you could say walking my walk.
Walking your walk, absolutely, yeah.
Like, you had people praying for you.
Yeah.
People that, are encouraging you. Mm-hmm. And that's something that, like you said, a seed is planted.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something, to fall back on, right?
Right, yeah.
And, man, I don't know. I'm so thankful. And I hope that, one day I can be that for somebody else.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm trying to, I think it's Romans 8 or Romans 12, but how beautiful are the feet of how beautiful are the feet of those that preach the gospel of Jesus, right? Yeah. That's literally the picture, the motivation behind that. How beautiful is it to be the hands and feet of Jesus, to be the ones that God is using to reach lost people, right? Yeah. And to be a part of that too, through the grace of God, right? He has a desire to use us, right? Even though we are messed up, rotten, stinky sinners. He could do it without us. Absolutely. He has the power to do it, but he has a desire to use us. We are literally his plan A.
How thankful we should be that he uses us through that.
Absolutely. Yeah. And going back to the note, we're in we just got done with the time of Thanksgiving. Like, how thankful can we be, and how thankful I am, and how thankful we are to be a part of that, and to be part of God's kingdom, at work on earth. So but
that's awesome.
dude, I'm encouraged by your testimony, man. Like you talked about your grandmother evangelizing to you at her siblings.
I was sitting on a bucket.
That's insane, bro.
So
Holy crap. So southern.
So
Absolutely.
southern.
Yeah. Holy crap, man. But I'm encouraged by that, man. I'm encouraged by your grandmother's faithfulness. I mean, that just reminds me of Timothy's testimony. Paul talking about Timothy and his
the faith that was first in your grandmother Lois.
Grandmother Lois, and now, that same faith, in Timothy. Not that it was inherited, but, the fact that his family was pouring into him and that he found salvation.
Like I said, I would have said that my salvation, or why I was a Christian, was because of my family.
Right.
And that reason had to change. You have to have
absolutely.
You have to have your own, right?
Yeah.
You can't, like you said, inherit faith. You can't live off of another person's faith, but it can certainly help you along. I think in finding your why.
Absolutely. Finding your why.
Yeah.
Just coming back to the source, the true source, which is Christ, and not just other people, whether that's your family or whether, like you said. So,
because it changes people, man.
It does, absolutely. Yeah,
the light of the gospel.
Absolutely. Romans 1:16, for I am not ashamed of the gospel, for it is the power to save those that need it, bro. It's just, bro, it's amazing. I'm encouraged by your testimony, man. I appreciate you sharing that. I always love hearing people's testimony. I mean, it's just it's such an encouraging note to hear, like how people are working in the lives around me, especially for believers, right? But even for new people, it's just so encouraging here. So
I like hearing people's testimonies, and I think there's we oftentimes think about testimonies as like encouragement to other people, which it is, but it's also an encouragement to yourself, like to go back through your life and think through like what God has brought you out of, and like thinking about that can sort of get you through tough times, and also it can propel you to think about what God has coming for you.
Absolutely.
Right? And God was faithful then; He'll be faithful now.
Yeah, man, that's just awesome, man. I'm just again, I'm so thankful that you are here with this episode. I appreciate you sharing your testimony. I'm just so encouraged, man. I'm thankful that you were here joining us on this episode. I just thank you for listeners that are joining in as well. Thank you guys so much for listening in on this episode. And I'm just so encouraged, and I just love getting to do this with others. And I'm just so thankful for Asa being here and sharing your testimony. So, but thank you guys so much again. We'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. Hey guys, this is your host, Michael Harris. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this episode of the Fishers of Men podcast. Man, your support means so much for me in growing this podcast. If you're listening on Spotify, make sure to follow and rate the page. Same thing for Apple Podcasts. If you're on YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe the page as well. We'd love for you to comment on the episode as well to be a part of the conversations. If you haven't already, check out the Instagram page at Fishers of Men podcast. That way you won't miss out on updates for new content. We see you guys on next week on the new episode.